Hey everyone, it's Suey here. I'm coming to you today to celebrate my 1-year anniversary. Cannot believe it's been a year already. Crazy, time flies. Sorry, I have not been around for a while. It feels like it's been like a couple weeks since I've actually put a video up. Life's been crazy around here. Speaking of crazy, I went to LA for another K-pop concert, and then I went to Fan X, which is our city's version of Comic-Con. We can't use Comic-Con because that name's been taken. It's a thing. So I went to a couple days of that, and it's just been crazy. So I've hardly even been reading, let alone filming and editing. So anyway, I just decided to push the button on this one. I don't even know what I'm going to say. I'm going to answer some questions is what I'm going to do. We're talking about being 1 year old. 1 year old. So I looked up some tags that people have done for their birthday or anniversary celebrations. And there was several different ones. So I just kind of grabbed the questions I liked from these different versions. So I have no idea where this originated. I think it's kind of like a newbie tag where it's just kind of goes around and around and around. And we've lost track of who originated any of these questions. So, but I'm kind of making my own version of it because like I said, I'm just going to grab some questions from the different versions that I saw. So let's go through these and talk about how it's been going this past year. Should we? All right, the first question is, what anniversary are you celebrating? 1 year. Yes. What types of videos do you most like to do on your channel? Well, since it's booktube, we're talking book videos, right? But I guess let's be more specific. What type do I like to do? I like to do these tags. I feel like, and that way I don't have to think as much because all the questions are already figured out for me. Sometimes tags look interesting, but I skip doing them because I have to think too much for the answers. Yeah, you guys have done that, I bet. What else do I like to do? I like to do list videos, and I like to do discussion videos, which I've been doing a little bit more of. I have not figured out how to do vlog videos. Some videos maybe feel a little vloggy-ish, but I've looked at some of everyone else's reading vlogs, and I cannot figure out how to do that. I'm intrigued by that, but I just don't understand them. I don't get what I need to film. I think it seems really boring just to film what I'm doing in my regular life and I'm trying to fit reading in. But is that what you guys want to see in a vlog? Somebody please help me understand how to do a vlog. What do you guys want to see in a vlog? So maybe I'll try to do more of those this year, or at least try one of them. Try it once or twice anyway, right? My wrap-up videos aren't my favorite because, as you've heard me say before, I mean, it's a booktube channel, but I am not reading as much as most people do. So it's like there's not as much to talk about if I don't have this huge pile of books that I'm going through. So wrap-up videos stress me out a little bit, you know, daily, weekly reads or monthly reads or whatever. A little bit stressed because my pile is so much smaller than most people. What is your most popular video? That is for sure the one where I just went down in my crazy library shelves and randomly showed you what's on there. And that was one that was not planned out at all, really. We just went, Tori helped me. We just went down there and showed you the library. And wow, that one took off. And that was one of my very first videos. And it made me think that this is going to be an easy gig. But that was sort of a fluke, that one being so popular. One other question is, what moment from the past year on booktube would you love to relive again? I think it would be that. The surprise of that video being so popular. That was kind of cool. So reliving that would be awesome. And then another question is, what are 3 of my most favorite videos I've done? So that one was an okay favorite, but my more favorite video was when, after we did that video, we decided to organize those books. And I felt like we did a really fun, I say we because Tori helped a lot. She started her own channel, so be sure and go check that out if you don't know already. Anyway, but she helped me a lot. So we did a massive book reorganization, and I filmed it across 3 or 4 days and did some fun editing. And so that's truly my favorite video I think I've done. Let's see, what's another favorite one I've done? I think the bookstore tours are favorites. They're just fun to do. I didn't mention that in videos I like to do. I should have mentioned that in the other question. But yeah, I enjoy those. The first one I did was one in Colorado. but I don't know if it's the best one I've done. They're all different. They end up all different. I don't know. Be sure and check those out if you haven't. Tell me what you think. How can I improve on those bookstore tours? Was there anything I tried on my channel this past year that did not work? I'm not sure the whole forced phase thing is working like I envisioned it. I was hoping I would do more discussion about those and more vlogs or videos in between, and not just say, hey, this is what I'm doing, and then say, oh yeah, that's what I did, and then, hey, this is what I'm doing, and then, oh yeah, that's what I did. I would do some stuff in between, and that's not really working out like I pictured. And I also was hoping there would be people that actually joined me in the forced phase thing, but that's not really happening that I know of anyway. So I'll keep trying on those things, but it's not really turning out how I pictured it. So we'll see how that goes. What do I plan to do more of next year? Well, I talked about trying to do some vlogs, if I can figure out the strategy on those. I thought it would be interesting to look at my intro video that I did, so I can find it real fast, and see if all the stuff that I told you I was gonna do, did I follow through on any of them? I'm looking at my lists that I made when I did the intro video. Reviews, of course, and I know that there's these tags, these question tags that are all over the place. Reviews. I've ended up doing most of my reviews as a short, a 1 minute short. And then if I feel like I have more to say, then I'll do a full length review. So I've done a handful of those. So yeah, I think I've done those tags. Yes, I've done quite a few tags. We will do some K-pop crossover here with Asian books, Asian authors, K-pop Asian crossover. I've only done a couple of those. I did the Asian month in May and the Tropathon in July, and I've done a couple videos. Anyway, it's not been as much as I expected on that one really yet. I'm talking about writing because it's still hard to say. I am a writer because I write things. Writing. I've only done a couple of videos on writing, but they seem to not be very popular or interesting, so I tend to shy away from those now. But hopefully I'll have something interesting to say now and then and put it up anyway. So I am a huge fan of lists. So we will have lots of lists on this channel. Lists. Okay. So I haven't done as many lists as I expected to do. A few, but this is one of the new things I'm going to do on my channel. So I'll get back to that in a minute. Some travel experiences on this channel and investigate bookstores. So if I come across a cool bookstore, I will share that with you. Bookstores, talked about that. Yes, I've done quite a few bookstores. In a month from now, I'm going to be going on another trip. This is a real actual vacation trip where we're going to go see a new place that I've never been. And that is back east in the Boston area. So I'm going to find a few bookstores. So I'm excited to completely get out of this area and familiar territory and check out some bookstores back there. So look for that a little bit later. Another thing I hope to do with this channel is have some sort of section or series about learning projects. I read something on Twitter the other day that sparked interest in my brain like nothing has for a long time, and that was the idea of picking a subject or a word or a person and doing like an intense study of that thing for a month or two at a time. I would love to find time to do that. And if I do that, I will talk about it on this channel. And my daughter, when I was explaining it to her, she said, oh, you mean like a forced phase? Forced phase. Okay, we talked about that too. We'll plan on doing like story time videos where I talk about author events and other experiences I've had or have hopefully in the future. I think I thought I was going to do some more like author highlights. I haven't done any of that, so I'm going to try to fit that in still, and like maybe some author interaction stories. Those are all from the past. There's nothing that's really happening now, so I don't know if you're interested in past stories. So that one I've kind of a little bit hesitant to start in on. But the new thing I'm going to do is I was thinking back about how when I was doing my K-pop channel, there was about a year where every Friday I would put up a list of 5 things. Friday 5 is what we called it. This one I might call something a little different. I don't know. 5 on Friday, maybe. Anyway, so I thought I would do the same thing, but with books. Every Friday, a quick video, list of 5 things that fit a really like particular specific theme. And I've got a lot of ideas for that. And I don't know if this one might be a faceless video, just to do something different, so it's not always this talking head thing going on. So what do you guys think? Do you think that will work? I don't know. That's my new thing. Let's see if we can do that, okay? A new thing every Friday. A little specific, maybe sometimes a wacky list. So let's see how that goes, huh? Is there one piece of advice I can give to a new booktuber? I kind of talked about this in the Behind the Booktube tag, where I was really laid it out. If you guys haven't seen that one yet, I was a little bit overly honest with my feelings in that one. Anyway, an advice to booktubers. My biggest advice was do the newbie tag. That helps people find you. And next one would be to not be shy and talk to people and get involved in things. And like everyone always says, just be yourself on these videos and just go for it and stop thinking too hard. We always think too hard. I'm not thinking about this video and I hope it turns out okay. The best part of having a booktube channel is having a creative outlet to talk about books for me. I'm still trying to find the connection with everyone. I still feel like a newbie even after a year regarding that. There's a few people I'm connecting with, but I had a blog forever. That was a place for me to gush about my book feelings. And now I'm just segueing into the booktube area. And I love making videos. So that's the best thing about it, is a place to gush about books in a fun, creative way. And hopefully have people talk back about them. Where do you see your channel in 1 year's time? Well, I hope I've crossed that elusive 1,000 subscriber mark. And then I just hope that maybe I can come up with some of my own little read-alongs and events and, or not necessarily an event, but you know, maybe host something fun and try to get, you know, some people interaction with people by doing my own things. Like I talked about in that other video, I hope I'm here still. So I told myself I couldn't think about not doing this for an entire year. And now we've come to the year mark. And so should I tell myself I can't think about it for another whole year? Like give it one more year and see where we're at. That's kind of what I think I'm going to do. Just keep going. Don't think about the frustrations and just keep going. So I guess that's all I wanted to say for my birthday video. Like I said, it's crazy. It's been a year and I've had a lot of fun and learned a lot, and hopefully we can keep the forward progression happening. Thank you to everyone who's found me this year and subscribed and talked back to me and interacted and connected. So I hope you all stick with me for another year, and I hope I find a ton more of you to join this chaos of my crazy booktube / reading / regular life. Till next time, happy reading. Bye.